I'm very appreciated to see you guys. Hello. Today we're gonna review a new game that's called Lorn's. This is a sort of medium level recommendation, more of a wavering hand than thumbs up or down. The game bills itself as a sort of hardcore platforming adventure, and this is that. I think it's the most difficult walking simulator I've ever played. It's like of sequences breaking or alternative solution in Super Mario 64 were turned into their own game. It's very fun while it remains novel. However, while the visuals are reasonable, atmospheric and otherwise restaurable, I think there could be more visual interest or variety in some place to break things up. It's easy to compare its pseudo-regalia, a similar type of game if at smaller scale, which has level design that feels a little more tight and intentional. Again, I imagine this is an issue of sacrificing detail for scale, but I would appreciate just a little more in the way of actually landmarks and unique feeling location to gratify my effort. There were a few places I felt compelled to stop and just gaze at the view for a while, but perhaps not enough. This game always jank, but it still presents particularly in the last few levels. It's surprisingly good at telegraphic, where you're supposed to go with very minute quests, but the sameness of its textures and the sheer wetness of its landscape can be mind-boggling at times. This game intentionally left out about 20 years of game design philosophy for a very singularly retro experience for good and ill. Also, I hope you enjoyed the journey over the destination, because the ending is almost deliberately made to disappoint. You've been warned, but it makes sense if and when you get there. Amazing atmospheric experience. There are a lot of really cool environment and set pieces that made me go wow. The limbing mechanics are top notch, and I had a great time learning all the cool tricks you could do with the tools given. This ended up being a fantastic play after work at my own place relaxing game, at least for the first 7 levels. For that last level, I think I have to agree with a lot of the other review that the nature of the level goes opposite to the rest of the game. The precision and execution that the game expects of you is just too much, given both time pressure and the lack of time given to properly learn the last tool mechanics. It's definitely double, but very difficult and punishing to the point of frustrating. I initially was into it and even liked the music for this, but it's good old quick due to the difficult. Honestly, I think that if the game had just given more structured puzzles to learn some of the complex grappling mechanics before the chase sequences, it would have been better received even with the sometimes confusing navigation. Despite my frustration with the last level, I would still recommend this game. It's definitely a unique, rewarding game that is well worth your time. I haven't finished the last level, which you'll get to, but I think I formed my opinion. I love this game. The vast elimination environment, the somber tone of everything from the music to the art to the music to the story, and the gameplay itself. Generally, it's slow pace that forces you to think about your next move. Overall, I highly recommend this game. It is one of the best experiences I've had in a while, but I do wish was a bit more so into how the player is playing the game when it came to developing the final level. Thank you for watching, guys, and hope to see you later, my friends. Goodbye.